Hello students, in this video we are discussing CBSE Class 10 Maths NCERT textbook, the first chapter, that is real numbers. In the previous videos we've already discussed the theorems 1.3 and 1.4 where we learnt about the rational and irrational numbers, and then we learned that root 2 is irrational, and we also saw the theorem behind it. So now we are going to discuss the examples 10 and 11. So we'll also learn how to solve the exercise problems based on these examples. So first we look into the example 10. So what does example 10 say? Show that 5 minus root 3 is irrational. Show that 5 minus root 3 is irrational. What we already know is that we know that root 3 is going to be irrational is what we learned till now from the previous videos. Now they want us to prove that 5 minus root 3 is irrational. Already we saw that whenever we have to prove something here, we are taking the proof by contradiction method. We are taking the proof by contradiction method. So here contradiction means what? If we have to prove it to be irrational, in contradiction method, we are considering that 5 minus root 3 to be rational. What are we considering? That 5 minus root 3 is rational. So if we will have to prove that 5 minus root 3 is rational, then any rational number, we know it can be written as a fraction a by b of integers a by b, where we consider a and b to be co-prime, and another condition is that b should not be equal to 0. All these we discussed in the previous videos. So now we are going to consider 5 minus root 3 is equal to what? A by b. So we will be able to write 5 minus a by b is equal to root 3. In that case, we will get root 3 to be equal to 5 minus a by b, so which will be 5b minus a by b. So from this we can say that if a and b are integers, okay, then this term 5b minus a by b will also be a rational number. Will also be a rational number. If this is going to be rational, then we can say that root 3 is also rational, which is not true, because we already proved that root 3 is not rational. Okay, so this can never happen. So now our assumption that 5 minus root 3 to be rational is also incorrect. Okay, so this assumption is incorrect. So thus we are able to prove that 5 minus root 3 is rational. So we are doing the same thing which we did in the theorems. We are considering the contradiction method to be rational, and then we can say that it is equal to a fraction a by b, that is a rational number where a and b are co-prime with the denominator b not equal to 0. In that case, when we just rearrange this, we will be able to get root 3 is equal to 5 minus a by b. So this 5b minus a by b will also be a rational number as a and b are rational. In that case, if this is going to be rational, then root 3 is equal to rational, which can never happen. So 5 minus root 3 is going to be irrational. Okay, it's going to be irrational. So this is our example 10. Now we will discuss example 11. So in example 11, we have that root 3 root 2 is irrational. So again we are taking the contradiction. So what will the contradiction say? 3 root 2 is what? 3 root 2 is going to be rational. So if it is going to be rational, then I can say 3 root 2 is equal to a by b. Then root 2 is equal to what? A by 3b. So if a and b are integers, then we can say that a by 3b is going to be rational. If this is going to be rational, then this will make us feel that root 3 is going to be rational, which can never happen. So 3 root 2, it's all root 2 here, just change it, okay. So 3 root 2 is also irrational. So this is what we are able to prove here. So it's very simple. Doing these sums are very simple if you have understood those two theorems, theorem 1.3 and 1.4. Now we'll get into the exercise. So to prove root 5 is irrational, we already know for root 5 is irrational, we will say that root 5 is going to be a fraction of numbers, that is a by b. Then we will write a is equal to what? B root 5. Okay, then we'll find out a square is equal to 5b square. So with all this we will be able to see that say that if a divides so in the root 2 is rational, we were able to say that 2 divides a square. So likewise here we will be able to say that 5 divides a square. So if 5 divides a square abdina, then we can say that 5 also is going to divide a. 5 will also is going to divide a. So where this is not possible, okay. So 5 is also going to divide a, then we will be able to we will compare another value here for a is equal to b root 5, and then we will be able to get that root 5 is again irrational. So this will be similar to the example 9 and the theorem 1.4. If you discuss the previous videos, you will be able to see this. So for 3 plus 2 root 5, so we are going to do what we did here, similar to this. So 3 plus 2 root 5 we'll consider it to be rational. So there we'll do a by b. So 2 root 5 will be equal to a by b minus 3. So where you will get a minus 3b by b. So root 5 will be what? A minus 3b by 2b. So here this will be what? This will be a rational number. So we cannot say that root 5 is rational. So therefore we will be able to prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is going to be irrational. So for writing the steps, I want you to refer the example 10. Okay. Likewise, you will have to do for this. For example 1 and 2, you can refer example 11, which we discussed just now. And for this, it's something similar to your example 10 and your exercise 2. So it's actually a very easy exercise, but you mainly fail when you are not able to do these preliminary steps properly. Okay, so be a little careful while you are doing this. Okay, so you will be able to easily understand this, I hope. So please go through this the videos again if you have any doubts, and try to understand how we are able to prove that the given different values are going to be irrational. With this we are completing the main concepts in real numbers. We'll see the rest of the chapters in the upcoming videos. Thank you children. See you again in another video.